All right, welcome to this video. So today's video we're gonna look at uh first I'm gonna show you some of the plugins extensions I use here on my Visual Studio Code. As you could see right here, you could see these icons. That's the default icon for style for CSS and the default icon for HTML. Right. There are plugins. There are extensions for these on uh, Visual Studio Code, and the essence of this is that it helps your work, it helps you organize your work, and easy to your identify and organize your work, identify your workflow, and maybe identify most of your icons and folders, and how to easily locate them. So these are some of the basis of this, and I really do appreciate having these most of these extensions. So right here, you're gonna go to extensions, this box down here. So when you click on extensions, what I would advise you to do is click on this filter, this funnel button, this funnel icon. Then you click on most popular. At the most popular, um, you're going to see list different extensions used by most programmers around the world, and then you have to now download the ones that suits your workflow. If you work with Python, please you have to download the PyLance, then Python also. Okay. For these, I have Prettier Code formatter. What this helps me do is it helps me format them, the coloring and everything. Okay. I have also um, one that helps with my brackets, the arrangement of my brackets. So I have the close tag and open tag. So auto close tag, then HTML snippets. Then these are some of the popular ones. Then Visual Studio Code icons. So that's what helps me with all these icons. These are some of them. So if you go over here and go to the ones I've installed, so you see the ones I've installed. So I have this deprecated brackets. So it helps me arrange the brackets and then color them. All right. These are some of them. And I have this Microsoft Edge tools for Visual Studio Code. What it does is it helps me bring the code right here. So it helps me work right here in this environment. So all I need to do is go to the folder or open it on a browser, copy the location, then come over here, then paste the location. So that takes me back to my code. All right. So these are some of the um, plugins I use and what are some of their uses. So you see. All right. Now that being said, so I also show you. Okay, let me show you how to maybe you have an extension you want to download, and the extensions come in the VSIX format. So let's say you want to download an extension and maybe you couldn't download normally, so you have to it has to redirect you to download it offline. So sorry, download it through the web browser. So after downloading it through the web browser, what you do is you come over here and then you look for install. Okay. Okay. You look for what you do is you look for that extension. So okay, right here, install from VSIX. So the more options, so install from VSIX, it takes you. Then this is the one I had installed through my web browser. So then you click install, then you install it directly. So that is if you have been prompted to install it off Visual Studio environment. So then you download it through your web browser, then locate your download button, then locate your download folder, and from install from VSIX, then you can install it then into your VS Code or environment. So okay, that's that. Um, I'd like to make a short code here, and that should be about buttons. All right. So I'm gonna make a special kind of buttons. All right. So in this one, we're gonna have a button that will be doing a very special um, character. So therefore, let's get started. So I have okay, I create the button folder and I say read me. Now in that folder, then I'm gonna set the type as button, and then I'm gonna set on click. I'm gonna set on click as alert, and then I'm gonna set. Then after alert, I'll put in the comment I want it to read. I'm gonna say kindly ignore any message requesting that you send your bank details. VSXYZ, whatever company, will never demand for such thanks. All right. Now, if I save this and then run it, what happens would be that it's going to stay right inside. Control S to save, and it's going to stay right inside. So that is it. So each when I try to click it, it's going to bring it up, pop up here. So let's get to the browser. It's not showing up here. So let me refresh my browser. So when I click on readme, you say it says kindly ignore the message requesting that you send your bank details. VSXYZ will never demand for such thanks. So that is how to set an on-click button. So once you click it, the value, the whatever information you had inside it just pops up, and then the user can just see them actually right there at the top of the browser. So that's how it looks. It's pretty cool. That'll be all for today. So see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the notification button so you'll be notified when once we upload the next content. Sorry, we've not uploaded content for some days. This is because I've not been around, I've not been in town, so we've got so many things going on. And right now, I think I'm back. I'm back to my place, and then I can make videos right now. So, all right, let's keep this going. Thank you very much.